new at 10 o'clock tonight. Is the used vehicle you're buying ready to hit the road? Well, one Houston police sergeant says many times it's not ready and the person buying it has no idea.
In some cases, there could be inspection issues or the vehicle may be a salvage. Devin Clark is working the story tonight and joins us with tips to help make sure that your vehicle is legitimate before you shell out the cash.
That sergeant says buying a vehicle that's not as advertised not only creates issues for the buyer, but also law enforcement officials who could be focusing on more serious crimes. He says that in many cases, those issues could be avoided.
It's just been sitting up for the most part.
You may remember this story from last Thursday. We introduced you to Rafael Perot, who paid cash for tax, title, and license for this 2009 Subaru Forester from Reliable Cash Cars on Highway 249. He still has not been able to register it a year and a half later because the DMV said he was missing necessary paperwork. A Houston police sergeant working traffic enforcement saw our story and ran the paper plate the dealer gave Perot and found out it wasn't legit. The vehicle hadn't been inspected since 2019, but Perot brought the vehicle in 2022. In order to issue a paper plate, the vehicle had to have been inspected within the past 6 months. The sergeant told us about 2 websites to help you make sure your car is up to standard before you buy it. The first is www.mytxcar.org. You can enter the vehicle's VIN number and review state inspection reports. So we checked the VIN number on a station vehicle, and sure enough, here's the report showing that it passed. The sergeant also identified another growing problem among used car purchasers: dealers selling salvaged vehicles without disclosing that to the buyer, which is a state jail felony. The second website we want to tell you about is for the National Insurance Crime Bureau. You can visit www.nicb.org/VINcheck to find out the vehicle's salvage status. We also put this website to the test and typed in a station vehicle's VIN number, and right here it shows it is not listed as a salvage. By the way, that vehicle in our story from last week is not a salvage vehicle, but when it comes to the issue of fake tags, the sergeant we spoke to warns that drivers need to be extra careful because using one is a misdemeanor that could be applied to not only the seller, but also the person driving the vehicle. He says a legitimate paper tag should have a watermark of the Texas flag. Most of the fake ones are just copies. We have more ways to identify fake paper tags on our website, click2houston.com. Devin Clark, KPRC 2 News.